What is a part of speech?
Schooner.
Sounds correct.
Schooner. Bushka. Bee.
Live from the WHRO studios, the Virginian-Pilot Spelling Bee. Support provided by Thomas Nelson Community College.
I'm Raymond Jones, your host and pronouncer for this year's Virginian-Pilot Spelling Bee. And now, here's Pat Richardson, president and publisher of the Virginian-Pilot.
Good afternoon, and thank you for joining us today. This is the 11th year the Virginian-Pilot and WHRO have joined forces to host the Bee. We all continue to be impressed with these bright young students today. There's 63 that are participating from all across Hampton Roads. They've studied, they've practiced, they've spent hours poring over the rules of spelling, and they've each won their school Bee, so they're already champions. Today, one of them will go on to the Scripps National Bee in Washington, D.C. in May. Which one that is depends on how well they do each time they step up to the microphone to spell their next word. We know these spellers are eager to begin, but before they do, I'd like to introduce and welcome our impressive panel of judges. Joining us today, Bobby Fisher, writer and editor, Benji Ham, editorial page editor of the Virginian-Pilot, and Denise Bridges, newspaper journalist. And now, back to our host and today's word pronouncer, Dr. Raymond Jones, a former spelling bee champion himself, a former teacher, and WHRO-FM's longtime classical music producer. Raymond?
Thank you, Pat. WHRO is proud to once again present the Spelling Bee. Along with these champions, in the studio, we have a teleconference center full of proud parents wishing good luck to their spellers. We're streaming live at WHRO.org, and you can join in the Bee conversation on the WHRO Education Facebook page. Now on to the first round of today's competition. Speller number one, come on up. Tell us your name, first name and last name, and where you go to school.
My name is Tina Lee, and I'm representing Academy for Discovery at Lakewood.
Okay, Tina, and your word for this round is bagel.
Can you please repeat the word?
Bagel.
And can I have the definition, please?
Yes, it's a hard roll shaped like a donut that is made of raised dough and cooked by simmering in water and then baked to give it a glazed brown exterior over a firm white interior.
Bagel. B-A-G-E-L. Bagel.
Correct.
Okay, and speller number two, come on up. Tell us about yourself.
I'm Lydia Hughes. I'm representing Gloria Day Lutheran School.
Okay, Lydia, and your word for this round is going to be dejected.
Dejected. D-E-J-E-C-T-E-D. Dejected.
Correct.
And our third speller coming to the microphone, tell us about yourself.
My name is Alexandra Judkins, and I'm representing Western Branch Middle School.
Okay, Alexandra, and your word for this first round is polygon.
Polygon. P-O-L-Y-G-O-N. Polygon.
Correct.
And here comes speller number four. Let's find out who you are.
My name is Alicia Johnson, and I'm representing John F. Kennedy Middle School.
Okay, Alicia, and your word for this first round is chocolate.
Chocolate. C-H-O-C-A-L-A-T-E. Chocolate.
Incorrect.
Now, speller number five, let's find out about you.
My name is Sarah Strick, and I go to Gildersleeve Middle School.
Okay, Sarah, and your word is similar to another word, could be confused with a similar word. So let me give you the word, part of speech, the definition, and that word is errand. It is a noun, and it's a trip made in order to deliver a message or to purchase or attend to something. Errand.
May you repeat the word?
Errand.
Errand. E-R-R-A-N-D. Errand.
Correct.
And speller number six, let's find out all about you.
My name is Lauren King, and I am proudly representing Peaslee Middle School.
All right, and Lauren, your word for this round is going to be loiter.
Loiter. L-O-I-T-E-R. Loiter.
Correct.
And let's find out about you and where you go to school.
My name is Maggie Bustetter, and I represent Young Musicians of Virginia.
Okay, Maggie, and your word for this first round is nostril.
Can I have the definition?
Yes, it's an external opening of the nose or of the nasal cavity of a vertebrate.
Can I have the language of origin?
The word is originally English.
Nostril. N-O-S-T-R-I-L.
Correct.
And come on up, speller number 9. Let's find out all about you.
My name is Sean Perkins, and I represent Lake Taylor Middle.
Okay, Sean, and your word for this first round is cameo.
Cameo. C-A-M-E-O. Cameo.
Correct.
And here comes speller number 10. Let's hear from you.
My name is Angelia Lee, and I represent Corporate Landing Middle School.
All right, Angelia, your word for this round is going to be spectrum.
Spectrum. S-P-E-C-T-R-U-M. Spectrum.
Correct.
And here's speller number 11. Let's hear from you.
My name is Carson Brown. I'm representing Thomas Center Middle School.
Okay, Carson, your word for this round is going to be denim.
Denim. May I please have the definition?
It's a firm, durable, twilled, usually cotton fabric, woven with colored warp and white filling threads.
Denim. D-E-N-I-M. Denim.
Correct.
And here's speller number 12. Let's hear about you.
My name is Sydney McAleer, and I am proudly representing Smithfield Middle School.
All right, Sydney, and your word for this round will be crimp.
May I please have the definition?
It's an interfering element, something that cramps or inhibits.
Will you please repeat the word?
Crimp.
Crimp. C-R-I-M-P.
Correct.
And here's speller number 14. Let's hear about you.
Hi, my name is Cynthia Obifuna, and today I'll be proudly representing Kip Gaston College Preparatory.
Okay, Cynthia, and your word for this first round is tragic.
Can you repeat the word, please?
Tragic.
Can I get the definition, please?
It's of, marked by, or expressive of a disastrous, often fatal event or series of events.
Can I get the origin of the word, please?
The word is from Greek.
Tragic. T-R-A-G-I-C. Tragic.
Correct.
And the next speller, let's hear from you and where you're from.
Hi, my name is Ty Johnson, and I'm from Lakeview Elementary.
Okay, Ty, your word is a homonym, so let me give you the word, part of speech, and definition. The word is confidence. It is a noun, and it means a relation or state of trust between persons who share or impart secrets or intimate matters. Confidence.
Confidence. C-O-N-F-I-D-E-N-C-E.
Correct.
And here's our next speller. Let's hear from you.
Hi, my name is Sarah Roberts, and today I am representing Roberts Homeschool.
Okay, Sarah, and your word for this round will be haversack.
Haversack. May I have the definition, please?
Yes, it's a bag or case similar to a knapsack, but usually worn over one shoulder.
Can I have the country of origin, please?
Originally German, this word became French before entering English.
Can you use it in a sentence, please?
Ozzy took the binoculars out of his battered leather haversack.
All right, haversack. H-A-V-E-R-S-A-C-K. Haversack.
Correct.
And our next battle, let's find out all about you.
I'm Haley Miller, and I'm representing Homer L. Hines Middle School.
Okay, Haley, and your word for this first round will be cleanser.
Cleanser? C-L-E-A-N-S-E-R. Cleanser.
Correct.
And come on up, our next speller. Let's hear about you and your school.
I'm Melanie Guerra, and I represent Portsmouth Catholic Regional School.
Okay, Melanie, and your word for this first round will be mathematics.
Mathematics. M-A-T-H-E-M-A-T-I-C-S. Mathematics.
Correct.
And our next speller, come on up and tell us all about yourself.
I'm Tatum Lydens, and I'm representing Jolliffe Middle School.
Okay, Tatum, and your word for this first round will be typhoon.
Typhoon. Typhon. Typhoon.
Correct.
And here's our next speller. Let's hear all about you.
I'm Gabriel Snyder, and I'm representing Camden Middle School.
Okay, Gabriel, and your word for this first round will be ambulance.
Ambulance. AMBULANCE. Ambulance.
Correct.
And keep on coming. Our next speller, let's hear all about you and your school.
My name is Michael Volkov, and I am representing Princess Anne Middle School.
Okay, Michael, and this word has a near homonym, so let me give you the word, part of speech, and definition. The word is protein. It is a noun, and it's any of a very large class of naturally occurring, extremely complex combinations of amino acids that are essential constituents of all living cells and also of the diet of the animal organism. Protein.
Protein. Protein. Protein.
Correct.
And here's our next speller. Let's find out all about you.
I'm Jillian Reed, and I'm representing Norfolk Collegiate School.
Okay, Jillian, and your word for this first round is Capricorn.
Capricorn. CAPRICORN. Capricorn.
Correct.
And the spellers keep coming. Let's find out who you are and where you're from.
My name is Shannon Costello, and I proudly represent Plaza Middle School.
Okay, Shannon, and your word for this round will be threshold.
Threshold. THRESHOLD. Threshold.
Correct.
And another speller to the microphone. Let's find out all about you.
My name is Alexander Lewis, and I attend and represent St. Matthew's Catholic School.
Okay, Alexander, and your word for this round will be contraband.
Contraband. Can you please give me the language of origin?
Yes, the word came from Italian, which formed it from a Latin word.
Contraband. CONTRABAND. Contraband.
Correct.
And come on up and tell us all about yourself.
I'm Logan Harris, representing Forest Glen Middle School.
Okay, Logan, your word for this first round will be fiend.
Can you say the word again, please?
Fiend.
Can I have a definition, please?
Yes, it's a person excessively devoted to or captivated by a pursuit, practice, or object of study. Fanatic.
FIEND. Fiend.
Correct.
And come on up and tell us about yourself, next speller.
My name is Roderick Freeman, and I'm representing Southside STEM Academy at Compostela.
Okay, Roderick, and you have a word that could be confused with a similar word, so let me give you the word, part of speech, and definition. The word is loam. It's a noun, and it's a topsoil, a usually fertile and humus-rich soil consisting of a mixture of clay, silt, and sand. Loam.
Could you repeat it again?
Loam.
Loam. Could you use that in a sentence?
Mm-hmm. Madeline ordered more loam to put in her flower garden.
Loam. L-O-A-M. Loam.
I'm sorry, say it again.
Loam. L-O-A-M. Loam.
Correct.
And come on up, our next speller, and we'll find out all about you.
My name is Joshua Maravellas, and I'm representing Elizabeth City Middle School.
Okay, Joshua, and your first word in this round is Newton.
Newton. N-E-W-T-O-N.
Correct.
And keep on coming as we find out all about you.
My name is Emmy Bryant, and I'm representing Georgie Tyler Middle School.
Okay, Emmy, your word for this round is curriculum.
Curriculum. C-U-R-R-I-C-U-L-U-M. Curriculum.
Correct.
And here's our next speller. Let's find out who you are and where you go to school.
My name is Emma Hale, and I'm representing St. Clair Walker Middle School.
Okay, Emma. And you have a word that has a homonym, so let me give you the word, part of speech definition. The word is spore. It is a noun, and it's a mark as a footprint, a trail, a scent, a sound, or droppings left by one as a wild animal that has passed. Spore.
Can you use it in a sentence, please?
Melinda found the spore of a cat in the garden.
Spore. S-P-O-R-E. Spore.
Incorrect.
And here's our next speller. Let's find out all about you.
My name is Talene Tamani, and I'm representing Queens Lake Middle School.
Okay, Talene, your word in this first round will be gradient.
Could you repeat the word, please?
Gradient.
G-R-A-D-I-E-N-T. Gradient.
Correct.
And here's our next speller. Let's find out all about you.
My name is Olivia Omo, and I am representing Cape Henry Collegiate School.
Okay, Olivia, your word for this round will be xylophone.
Xylophone. X-Y-L-O-P-H-O-N-E. Xylophone.
Correct.
And let's find out who you are and where you go to school.
My name is Zara McCauley, and I'm representing Churchland Middle School.
Okay, Zara, and your word for this first round is panic.
Panic. May I please have the definition?
It's to be stricken with a sudden terror, often accompanied by unreasoning or frantic efforts to secure safety.
All right. Panic. P-A-N-I-C. Panic.
Correct.
Okay, and our next speller is?
My name is Danica Fontalera, and I represent Gateway Christian Academy.
Okay, Danica, and you have a word that could be confused with a similar word, so let me give you the word, part of speech and definition. Your word is maraca. It is a noun, and it's a rattle of Latin American origin that is often made from a hollow gourd containing pebbles or dried seeds, and that is used as a percussion instrument, usually in pairs. Maraca.
Could you please use it in a sentence?
The band's percussionist accentuated the rhythm with a maraca.
Maraca. M-A-R-A-C-A. Maraca.
Correct.
And come on up, our next speller, and let's hear all about you.
My name is Luke Lerner, and today I'm representing Great Neck Middle School.
Okay, Luke, and your word for this first round is worrisome.
Worrisome, may I please have the language of origin?
The word consists of two originally English parts.
May I please give the definition?
Yes, it's causing distress or anxiety.
All right, worrisome. W-O-R-R-I-S-O-M-E, worrisome.
Correct.
And here's our next speaker. Let's find out who you are and where you're from.
My name is Luca Fetter, and I represent Greenbrier Christian Academy.
Okay, Luca, your word for this first round is synonym.
Synonym. May I please have the definition?
Yes, it's one of two or more words having essentially identical definitions.
What's the language of origin?
The word is from Greek.
Could you repeat the word, please?
Synonym.
Synonym. S-Y-N-O-N-Y-M. Synonym.
Correct.
And up comes our next speller. Who are you?
I'm Ryan Allison. I'm from Tuano Middle School.
Okay, Ryan, and your word for this first round is renovate.
May I have the definition, please?
Yes, it's to restore to a former state as of freshness, soundness, purity, or newness of appearance. Make over.
It's renovate. Renovate.
Renovate.
Yep. Renovate. R-E-N-O-V-A-T-E. Renovate.
Correct.
And our next speller, come on up and tell us all about yourself.
I'm Abby Kamad, and I'm representing Nansman Suffolk Academy.
Okay. And Abby, your word for this first round is huckster.
Could I have a definition, please?
It's one that sells goods along the street or from door to door.
Could I have the language of origin, please?
This word is from a Dutch word that then became English.
Huckster. H-U-K-S-T-E-R. Huckster.
Incorrect.
And let's find out who you are and what school you attend.
My name is Eunice Park, and I'm representing Stonebridge School.
All right, Eunice, and your word for this round is going to be angelic.
Angelic. A-N-G-E-L-I-C. Angelic.
Correct.
All right, we're rolling along with our Virginian-Pilot Spelling Bee here on WHRO TV. We have students competing today that belong to a variety of schools. Clubs including chess, robotics, art, and forensics. And we'll be right back. Keep watching.
Local support for the Virginian-Pilot Spelling Bee on WHRO TV is provided by Thomas Nelson Community College.
Hi, I'm Bert Schmidt, President and CEO here at WHRO. As in any competition, a spelling bee has a set of official rules to protect the integrity of the bee and the final results. A few of these rules include spellers who refuse a judge's request to start spelling will be disqualified. Spellers who do not approach the microphone when it's time to receive their next word will be disqualified. Spellers may ask to start over once they've begun spelling, but they may not change any letters or alter the order of letters given when they first spoke. And obviously, any speller who behaves in an inappropriate or unsportsmanlike manner during the bee will be immediately disqualified. Spellers remain in the bee until they spell out. There are different rules that apply to the last round of the bee, which we'll describe later. A complete set of our rules is available online at whro.org/spellingbee. Best of luck to each one of our champion spellers.
Everyone's looking for ways to save money and to put money back into more important things like teacher salaries. And so what our thought was, if we could save money on not only what we spend to pay for pharmaceuticals for our employees through our health plan, it would also save money for our employees. We opened in March of 2013, our first pharmacy. The next one opened in early May of same year. We've saved somewhere in the neighborhood of $2 to $3 million just in the first year, which is much more than we expected. This is a way to give back just a little bit and also save money on the school division side that we can apply to salaries and benefits. So the savings is the best for both our employees and our school division.
Hey kids, do you have a brother who always hogs the TV so you can't watch Curious George? Yeah! Well, all that's about to change. Take it away, Professor.
Whew, that's right, Maya. Now you can watch your favorite PBS shows on your mom's phone or your dad's tablet anytime, day or night, by going to WHROkids.org. While you're there, you can play tons of games and find out about cool events around town. How's that for fun?
Mind officially blown.
Growing up, my family had no real idea of where we came from. It's kind of like being in a fog because you feel like a piece of you is missing. What is the rest of my story? I saw African American Lives on PBS. I love the series, and there was a DNA kit that you could order to find out your African ancestry. And so I really got excited. My DNA results said that I was from Ghana. Wow. It just really opened me up to a whole new world, so I went ahead and started doing things. Now my mission is to write stories to have something to pass down to the next generation. It's important to know where you're from and to tell your children and teach them that. PBS helped me to go on a journey to discover who I was, and that journey will never end.
We're back to our Virginian-Pilot Spelling Bee on WHRO with a room full of champions giving it their all. And our next speller is up to the microphone. Tell us about yourself and where you go to school.
My name is Cadence Weston, and I'm proud to represent Indian River Middle School.
Okay, Cadence, and your word for this first round is chipotle.
Can you give me the definition, please?
Yes, it's a smoked and usually dried jalapeno.
Can you use that in a sentence?
Bonita spiced her stew with a chopped chipotle.
Chipotle. C-H-I-P-O-L-E. Chipotle.
Incorrect.
And our next speller up to the microphone. Tell us about yourself and where you go to school.
Hi, my name is Shrivun Hathwa, and I go to Norfolk Academy.
All right, Shrivi, and your first word in this round is going to be popularity.
Popularity. May you please give me the definition?
It's the manifest approval or esteem of many persons or of people in general.
Popularity. Popularity. P-O-P-U-L-A-O-I-T-Y. Popularity.
Correct.
Okay, and our next speller, let's find out all about you.
My name is Serenity Babur, and I am representing Norview Middle School.
Okay, Serenity, and your word for this first round is Sitzmark.
Sitzmark. May I have the definition?
It's a depression left in the snow by a skier falling backward.
Can you say the word again?
Sitzmark.
Can I have the language of origin?
Yes, it's the word is from an originally German word.
Sitzmark. S-I-T-S-M-A-R-K.
Incorrect.
And let's find out who you are and where you go to school.
My name is Ryan Harris, and I'm representing Christ the King Catholic School.
Okay, Ryan, and your word for this first round is biblical.
Biblical. B-I-B-L-I-C-A-L. Biblical.
Correct.
And let's find out who you are and where you go to school.
I'm Anna Brady, and I'm from the Sproutley Gifted Center.
Okay, Anna, and your word for this first round is going to be credible.
Can you repeat the word, please?
Credible.
Credible. C-R-E-D-I-B-L-E.
Correct.
And next to the microphone, let's find out about you and where you go to school.
My name is Rithi Dixit, and I'm representing Hickory Middle School.
Okay, Rithi, and your word for this first round is biopsy.
Biopsy. May I have the language of origin, please?
This word is from a word that went from Greek to international scientific vocabulary.
Biopsy. B-I-O-P-S-Y. Biopsy.
Correct.
And come on up and tell us all about yourself.
My name is Jaden Falk, and I am very proud to be representing Southampton Academy.
Okay, Jaden, your word for this first round is Melba.
May you please repeat the word?
Melba.
Melba. M-E-L-B-A. Melba.
Correct.
And let's find out about you and where you go to school.
I am Ishrat Farha, and I am representing Booker T. Washington Middle School.
Okay, Ishrat, and your word for this first round is going to be chronic.
C-H-R-O-N-I-C.
Correct.
And our next speller, let's hear from you and where you go to school.
My name is McKinley Parker, and I'm representing Berkeley Middle School.
Okay. And McKinley, your word for this first round is going to be paddock.
Can you say the word again?
Paddock.
Paddock. P-A-D-D-O-C-K. Paddock.
Correct.
And another speller to the microphone. Let's hear all about you.
My name is Zoe Allard, and I'm representing Pocosa Middle School.
Okay, Zoe, and your word for this first round is fiery.
Fiery. F-I-E-R-Y. Fiery.
Correct.
And come on up and tell us all about yourself.
My name is Anson Cook, and I'm representing Hugo Owens Middle School.
Okay, Anson, your word for this round will be hazard.
Hazard. May I have the language of origin?
Originally Arabic, this word went into French before being adopted by English.
Hazard. H-A-Z-A-R-D. Hazard.
Correct.
And the spellers keep coming. Let's find out about you and where you go to school.
My name is Matthew Esposito, and I'm proud to represent Yorktown Middle School.
Okay, Matthew, and your word for this round is leotard.
Leotard, L-E-O-T-A-R-D, leotard.
Correct.
And come on up and tell us all about yourself.
My name is Charlie Levine, and I'm here representing Star of the Sea Catholic School.
Okay, Charlie, and your word for this first round is tortilla.
Tortilla. Am I pronouncing it correctly?
It sounds correct.
Tortilla. T-O-R-T-I-L-L-A.
Correct.
And our next speller, let's hear from you and where you go to school.
My name is Jay Sean Johnson, and I'm proudly representing Deep Creek Middle School.
Okay, Jay Sean, and your word for this first round is antibiotic.
May I have the language of origin, please?
Both parts of this word are originally Greek.
Are there any alternate pronunciations?
Antibiotic.
Antibiotic. A-N-T-I-B-I-O-T-I-C. Antibiotic.
Correct.
Okay, come on up, our next speller, and tell us all about yourself.
My name is Justice Menzel, and I'm proudly representing Independence Middle School.
Okay, Justice, and your word for this round is going to be cafeteria.
Cafeteria, C-A-F-E-T-E-R-I-A, cafeteria.
Correct.
And next we have...
My name is Sam Kaiser, and I'm representing Hornsby Middle School.
Okay, Sam, and your word for this round will be prosecute.
Prosecute. Can you say it again?
Prosecute.
Prosecute. Prosecute. P-R-O-S-E-C-U-T-E.
Correct.
And come on up, let's hear all about you.
I am Evelyn Page of the Academy of International Studies at Rosemont and Young Scholars.
Okay, Evelyn, and your word for this first round is democracy.
Democracy. D-E-M-O-C-R-A-C-Y. Democracy.
Correct.
And let's hear who you are and where you go to school.
My name is Charity Young, and I'm representing River Road Middle School.
Okay, Charity, your word for this first round is hyphen.
Hyphen. H-Y-P-H-E-N hyphen.
Correct.
And let's find out who you are and where your school is.
My name is Madison Smith, and I attend Achille Woodry Middle School.
Okay, Madison, and your word for this first round is adios.
Adios. May I have a definition, please?
Yes, it's used to express farewell.
A-D-I-O-S. Adios.
Correct.
And let's find out about you and where you go to school.
My name is Aaron George, and I represent Atlantic Source Christian School.
Okay, Aaron. And your word for this first round is nether.
Nether. N-E-T-H-E-R. Nether.
Correct.
And let's find out who you are and what school you attend.
My name is Jinlee Beckner, and I'm representing St. Patrick Catholic School.
Okay, Jinlee. And your word for this round is petunia.
May you repeat the word, please?
Petunia.
P-E-T-U-N-I-A. Petunia.
Correct.
And our final speller for this first round, let's find out about you and where you go to school.
Hello, my name is Sanaya Badger, and I represent Oscar Smith Middle School.
All right, Sanaya, and your word for this round is renegade.
May I please get the origin?
Okay, this word is from a word that went from Latin to Spanish.
Is there an alternate pronunciation?
There are none.
May you use it in a sentence?
Mm-hmm. Mallory picked up Joe, her 6-year-old renegade, before he could scamper up the down escalator.
Renegade. R-E-N-E-G-A-D-E. Renegade?
Correct.
Thank you.
All right. Well, some of our spellers today love playing video games. They also compete in Odyssey of the Mind, First Lego League, Mock Trails, and the Language Arts Bowl. And we're going to be right back after we take a brief break. Keep on watching.
Hey everyone, thank you so much for joining us on the Bee Sidelines. I'm Hannah Martin and I'm here with Pat Richardson. Thanks so much for being with us today.
Yeah, thank you.
So we're going to learn a little bit about the background of the bee. Pat, take it away.
Okay, this is the 11th year of us partnering with WHRO on this event, and I'll tell you, it is one of our favorite. We have 63 spellers who've already won their school championships. They come from all over the region, grades 6 through 8, and those that are here today are competing to win the regional title. So to be the regional champion, to go up to Washington, D.C. in May and represent us and hopefully win the national championship.
Well, thank you so much for that, Pat. The Bee continues after this.
Local support for the Virginian-Pilot Spelling Bee on WHRO TV is provided by Thomas Nelson Community College.
Building a relationship with one person in school may make the difference for you to have that positive experience and stay in school.
So almost a third of our entire building is involved in this program of helping each other and lifting each other up to help prevent bullying.
The students work to form a positive climate where all students feel accepted and have a sense of belonging. They decorate lockers for students who are in need of lifting up.
My culture is different, my food's different. People used to tease me about that. I don't want others to, feel what I felt, so I joined Rat Pack to help others.
Rat Pack stands for Titans Creating a World of Respect, Acceptance, and Tolerance for All. They have started a clothes closet that's really taken off.
And as we help them, they will realize that there's someone out there for them.
Our students really have taken responsibility for providing a positive school climate in all of our schools.
We'd like to let you know that that cute little round camera is providing a 360-degree behind-the-scenes view of today's bee. You can get to the link at WHRO.org. And welcome back to our Virginian-Pilot Spelling Bee here on WHRO with a room full of fantastic students really giving it their all on some tough words. And we're getting ready for our next round. Tina's at the microphone, and your word for this round could be confused with a similar word, so let me give you the word, part of speech, and definition. The word is aria. It's a noun, and it's a melody, specifically an accompanied, extended, and usually elaborate melody sung by a single voice as in an opera or oratorio. Aria.
Can you repeat the word, please?
Aria.
Can I have the language of origin?
Yes, the word is from a word that went from Greek to Latin to Italian before becoming English.
Aria. A-R-Y-A. Aria.
Incorrect.
All right, Lydia, you're up next, and your word has a near homonym, so again, word, part of speech, and definition. The word is cobalt. It is a noun, and it's a hard, magnetic, silver-white metallic element used to produce magnetic alloys and hard alloys resistant to abrasion, corrosion, and high temperatures. Cobalt.
Cobalt. C-O-B-A-L-T. Cobalt.
Correct.
Okay, Alexandria, your word this round will be diagnosis.
Diagnosis. D-I-A-G-N-O-S-E-S. Diagnosis.
Incorrect.
All right, Sarah, come on up to the mic, and your word this time will be jaguar.
May I have the language of origin?
The word is from originally Tupi and Guarani words, but English adopted it from Spanish and Portuguese.
Jaguar. J-A-G-U-A-R. Jaguar.
Correct.
And Lauren, your word for this round will be newfangled.
Can I have the language of origin, please?
The word is originally English.
Okay, newfangled. N-E-W-F-A-N-G-L-E-D. Newfangled.
Correct.
And Maggie, your word this time will be prattle.
Can you repeat the word?
Prattle.
Prattle.
I'm sorry. You're good.
Prattle.
Can I have the definition?
It's trifling or empty talk or chatter.
Can I have the definition?
The definition. I'm sorry.
Sentence again.
Okay, the definition is trifling or empty talk or chatter.
Okay. Can you repeat the word?
Prattle.
P-R-A-T-T-L-E.
Correct.
And Sean, as you come to the microphone, your word this time is going to be spritz.
May you please repeat the word?
Spritz.
Spritz. S-P-R-I-T-Z.
Correct.
And Angelia, your word is going to be carnivore.
Carnivore. C-A-R-N-I-V-O-R-E. Carnivore.
Correct.
Carson, come on up and get your word, which is going to be graffiti.
Graffiti, may I please have the definition?
It is inscriptions, figures, or designs scratched on rocks or walls or on artifacts made of plaster, stone, or clay.
May I please have the language of origin?
The word is from a word that went from Greek to Latin to Italian before becoming English.
May I please have it in a sentence?
The huge boulder on the university's campus gets new graffiti almost daily.
Are there any alternate pronunciations?
Graffiti.
Graffiti. G-R-A-F-I-T-I.
Incorrect.
And Sydney, your word for this round will be nestle.
Will you please repeat the word?
Nestle.
May I have the definition, please?
To take up a cozy, warm, or affectionate position.
Nestle. N-E-S-T-L-E.
Correct.
And Cynthia, your word for this round is going to be stipple.
Can you repeat the word, please?
Stipple.
Can I get the language of origin, please?
The word is from a Dutch word.
Am I saying it right? Stipple?
It sounds correct, yes.
Are there any alternate pronunciations?
There are none.
Can I get the part of speech?
It's a verb.
Stipple. S-T-I-P-P-L-E. Stipple.
Correct.
And Ty, your word for this round is going to be geoponics.
Geoponics?
Geoponics.
Can I have the origin, please?
This word is from a Greek word.
Geoponix?
Incorrect.
Sarah, your word for this round will be Alamo.
Alamo? Okay. Alamo. A-L-A-M-O. Alamo.
Correct.
And Haley, your word for this time will be crochet.
Crochet? C-R-O-C-H-E-T. Crochet.
Correct.
Melanie, your word for this round is going to be macron.
Can you repeat the word?
Macron.
Macron?
Macron.
Am I saying it correctly? Macron?
Macron.
A little louder.
Macron.
Macron.
Macron. M-A-C-R-O-N. Macron.
Correct.
And Tatum, your word for this round will be strudel.
Strudel. Can you repeat the word?
Strudel.
What's the definition?
It's a sheet of paper-thin dough rolled up with any of various fillings and baked.
Strudel. S-T-R-U-E-D-E-L. Strudel.
Incorrect.
Gabriel, your word for this round will be fresco.
Can you say the language of origin?
The word is from a Germanic element that went into Italian before entering English.
Fresco. F-R-E-S-C-O. Fresco.
Correct.
And Michael, your word for this round is puma.
Puma. P-U-M-A. Puma.
Correct.
Okay, Jillian, your word coming up in this round is cosmos.
Cosmos. C-O-S-M-O-S. Cosmos.
Correct.
And Shannon, your word this time it will be panzer.
Panzer. Can I have the language of origin?
This word is from a word that went from Latin to French to German.
Can I have alternate pronunciations?
Panzer.
Panzer. Can you do it in a sentence?
Mm-hmm. The Canadian War Museum spent 2 years restoring a World War II Panzer.
P-A-N-Z-U-R-E.
Incorrect.
Alexander, your word for this round is anchovy.
Anchovy. Can I have the language of origin?
Yeah, this word is from a Greek word that went into Latin and then probably an Italian dialect and then Spanish.
Can you repeat the word?
Anchovy.
Anchovy. A-N-C-H-O-V-I-E. Anchovy.
Incorrect.
All right, Logan, your word could be confused with a similar word, so let me give you the word, part of speech, and the definition. The word is salami. It's a noun, and it's a highly seasoned sausage made of pork and beef. Salami.
Salami. S-A-L-A-M-I.
Correct.
Roderick, your word this time will be belay.
Could you say that again?
Belay.
Belay. Could you use that in a sentence?
Mm-hmm. Instructors belay the students as they climb up the rock face.
Is there any other pronunciations?
Belay.
B-E-L-L-E.
Incorrect.
Okay, Joshua, your word could be confused with a similar word, so here comes your word, part of speech, and definition. The word is croquette. It is a noun, and it's a small cone-shaped or rounded mass consisting usually of minced fowl, meat, or vegetable coated with egg and breadcrumbs and fried in deep fat. Croquette.
Can you repeat the word?
Croquette.
C-R-O-Q-U-E-T.
Incorrect.
Okay, Emmy, your word for this round will be folksiness.
Folksiness? Is that correct? Folksiness.
Sounds correct.
May I have the language of origin?
The word is originally English.
Folksiness. F-O-L-K-S-I-N-E-S-S. Folksiness.
Correct.
Okay, Talene, your word has a homonym, so let me give you the word, part of speech, and definition. The word is ductile. It's an adjective, and it's capable of being permanently drawn out without breaking, specifically capable of being drawn out into wire or thread. Ductile.
Could you repeat the word, please?
Ductile.
D-U-C-T-U-A-L?
Incorrect.
Olivia, your word for this round will be flotilla.
Say it again, please.
Flotilla.
Flotilla. Am I saying that correctly?
Say it again.
Flotilla.
Flotilla, correct.
Flotilla. F-L-O-T-I-L-L-A. Flotilla.
Correct.
And Zara, your word for this round is going to be artichoke.
Artichoke. May I please have the language of origin?
Originally Arabic, this word went into Italian before being adopted by English.
Artichoke. A-R-T-I-C-H-O-K-E. Artichoke.
Correct.
Okay, Danica, your word could be confused with a similar word, so here's the word, part of speech and the definition. Your word is lithe. It's an adjective, and it's agile and easily flexed, supple, lithe.
Can you please use it in a sentence?
Angela enjoyed watching the lithe dancers in action.
Lithe. Am I saying it correctly? Lithe.
It sounds correct.
Lithe. L-I-T-H-E. Lithe.
Correct.
Luke, your word for this round is going to be giraffe.
Giraffe. May I please have the definition?
It's a large, fleet African ruminant mammal that is the tallest of living quadrupeds and has a very long, rather stiff neck and a short coat of fawn or cream-colored hair marked with large reddish or brown blotches.
Giraffe. Am I saying it correctly? Giraffe.
Sounds correct.
Giraffe. G-I-R-A-F-F-E. Giraffe.
Correct.
Okay, Luca to the microphone, and your word is Siberian.
Siberian. What is the language of origin, please?
The word is from a Russian geographical name.
Can you use it in a sentence, please?
Mm-hmm. The Russian immigrants related that he had served time in a Siberian prison near the border with China.
Could I have the definition, please?
Of, relating to, or characteristic of Siberia, the massive central and eastern portion of Russia.
Siberian. Is that correct? Siberian?
It sounds correct.
S-I-B-E-R-I-A-N. Siberian.
Correct.
And Ryan, your word for this round is Wagnerian.
Wagnerian? Am I pronouncing it correctly? Wagnerian?
It sounds correct.
May I have the definition?
Yes, it's belonging to, characteristic of, or suggestive of the operas by the German composer Richard Wagner.
Are there any alternate pronunciations?
Wagnerian.
Wagnerian. V-O-G-N-E-R-I-A-N. Wagnerian.
Incorrect.
And Eunice, your word for this round is going to be automaton.
Can you please repeat the word?
Automaton.
Are there any alternate pronunciations?
Automaton.
Can you please use it in a sentence?
Mm-hmm. Leonardo da Vinci designed an automaton that could ring a bell.
Automaton. A-U-T-O-M-A-T-O-N. Automaton.
Correct.
And Shrivi, your word for this round is going to be condolences.
Condolences. May you please give me the definition?
It is expressions of sympathy with another in sorrow or grief.
May you please give me the origin?
This word came from French, which formed it from a Latin word.
Condolences. C-O-N-D-O-L-E-N-C-E-S. Condolences.
Correct. Right. Ryan, your word for this round will be post-mortem.
Can you please repeat the word?
Post-mortem.
Post-mortem. P-O-S-T-M-O-R-T-E-M. Post-mortem.
Correct.
And Anna, your word for this round will be Galleria.
Can you repeat the word?
Galleria.
What's the language of origin?
This word came from Italian, which formed it from a Latin word.
Galleria. Galleria. Galleria.
Correct.
And Rithia, your word for this round is going to be knavery.
Knavery. May I have the definition, please?
It's the practices of a petty villain, fraud, trickery.
Are there any alternate pronunciations?
There are none.
K-N-A-V-E-R-Y. Knavery.
Correct.
Jaden, come on up. Your word for this round is going to be pangolin.
Can you please repeat the word?
Pangolin.
Pangolin. P-A-N-G-O-L-E-N. Pangolin.
Incorrect.
And Ishrat, your word for this round will be quesadilla.
Q-U-E-S-A-D-I-L-L-A.
Correct.
McKinley, come on up and get your word, which is going to be strategy.
Can you say that again?
Strategy.
Strategy. Can I have the definition?
It's a careful plan or method or a clever scheme for gaining an end.
Strategy. S-T-R-A-T-E-G-Y. Strategy.
Correct.
And Zoe, your word this time will be rouge.
Can you use it in a sentence?
Loretta's mother said that her daughter was too young to wear rouge.
Rouge. R. O. G-U-E.
Incorrect.
Anson, your word for this round is sombrero.
Sombrero. May I please have the definition?
It's a high-crowned hat made of felt or straw with a very wide brim, usually rolled at the edges and worn especially in the Southwest and in Mexico.
Sombrero. S-O-M-B-R-E-R-O. Sombrero.
Correct.
And Matthew, your word this time will be apathy.
Apathy. A-P-A-T-H-Y.
Correct.
Charlie, your word for this round is chalupa.
May I have the part of speech?
It is a noun.
May I have the definition?
It's a fried corn tortilla, sometimes shaped like a boat, and usually filled with a savory mixture as of meat, vegetables, or cheese.
May I have the word in a sentence?
Hilda ordered a chalupa topped with refried beans.
May I have the language of origin?
This word is originally French, but passed through Spanish before becoming English.
Can you repeat the word?
Chalupa.
Chalupa. Am I pronouncing it correctly? Chalupa?
Yes. Sounds correct.
C-H-U-L-U-P-A?
Incorrect.
All right, Jayshuan, your word this time is a near homonym, so let me give you the part of speech and definition. The word is tamale. It's a noun and it's ground meat seasoned with chili or other filling, rolled up in cornmeal dough, wrapped in corn husks, and steamed. Tamale.
Are there any alternate pronunciations?
There are none.
Can you use the word in a sentence?
Rosita ordered a tamale, 2 tacos, and a burrito from the street vendor.
Tamale. T-A-M-A-L-E.
Correct.
And Justice, your word for this round is going to be fatigue.
Fatigued. Am I saying that correctly? Fatigued? Fatigued?
It sounds correct.
Fatigued. F-A-T-I-G-U-E-D. fatigued.
Oh, incorrect.
Sam, your word for this round is ravioli.
Can you say it again?
Ravioli.
Sorry.
I'm sorry.
Ravioli.
Can I have the definition?
It's pasta made in little shells or cases and stuffed as with cheese, spinach, or meat.
Ravioli, am I saying it correctly?
It sounds correct.
Ravioli. R-A-V-I-O-L-I.
Correct.
And Evelyn, let's have your word, which is allegory.
Could you repeat the word, please?
Allegory.
Allegory. A-L-L-E-G-O-R-Y. Allegory.
Correct.
And Charity, up to the microphone, and you get a word which could be confused with a similar word. Let me give you the word, part of speech, and the definition. The word is virtuoso. It's a noun, and it's one who excels in the technique of an art, especially a musical performer. Virtuoso.
Virtuoso. V-I-R-T-U O-S-O-S.
Incorrect.
All right, Madison, let's have your word, which is amnesia.
Amnesia. A-M-N-E-S-I-A. Amnesia.
Correct.
Aaron, come on up, get your word. Your word is matriarch.
Matriarch. M-A-T-R-I-A-C-H. Matriarch.
Incorrect.
Jen Lee, your word for this round is bolero.
Could you repeat the word?
Bolero.
Can I have the origin?
The word is from Spanish.
B-A-L-A-R-O-W.
Incorrect.
And Tania, let's have your word for this round, which is acronym.
May I have all information regarding this word?
Yes, both parts of this word are originally Greek.
Is there an alternate pronunciation?
There is not. Acronym.
May I please hear it in a sentence?
The word radar is an acronym of radio detection and ranging.
Acronym. A-C-R-O-N-Y-M.
Correct.
Thank you.
Okay. All students competing in today's Bee will receive a certificate of participation, a Spelling Bee Sport Pack provided by the Virginian-Pilot, and a 2018 Spelling Bee t-shirt provided by WHRO. We're going to take a break on our Spelling Bee, and we're going to be right back, so you just keep on watching.
Local support for the Virginian-Pilot Spelling Bee on WHRO TV is provided by Thomas Nelson Community College.
The students who participate in the IB program are very comfortable problem solving, working together.
International Baccalaureate leads to strong critical thinkers, and each time we have Alumni Day, and we've had 2 of those thus far, the students come back and they brag about how well they're prepared for college.
So it doesn't just show the American perspective, but more of a global perspective.
You get this sense of camaraderie. You basically are gaining a second family at school.
We're starting a new biomedical sciences program, Project Lead the Way.
Experiment, you should be able to see your DNA that is going to...
It's a responsibility on our part to make certain that we're able to enhance students' learning based on what they're capable of handling.
And with the STEM jobs being emphasized in the technology, this is going to push them to where they need to go in order to be ready for this type of program.
My wife and I are raising 2 young boys, Gideon and Monarch.
We're a total PBS Kids family. We love, especially Gideon, Peg plus Cat, and Daniel Tiger.
Monarch, he's really into animals, so we usually watch Dinosaur Train or Wild Kratts. He was so much into Wild Kratts, I had to get a membership to the zoo. PBS Kids shows us a world we can go out and explore together.
And it brings us together as a family, and I really value that.
And we're back to our Virginian-Pilot Spelling Bee here on WHRO as our spellers come on back up. Lydia is at the microphone. Lydia, your word for this round will be bratwurst.
Bratwurst. Language of origin?
This word is from an originally German word.
Okay. Bratwurst. B-R-A-T-W-U-R-S-T.
Correct.
Okay, and Sarah, your word will be chronology.
May I have the language of origin?
Both parts of this word are originally Greek.
May I have a definition?
It's an arrangement as of data, events in the order of time of occurrence or appearance.
May you repeat the word?
Chronology.
Chronology. C-H-R-O-N-O-L-O-G-Y. Chronology?
Correct.
And Lauren, your word for this round will be empanada.
May I have the language of origin, please?
This word is from a word that went from Latin to Spanish.
Can you please repeat the word?
Empanada.
Empanada. E-M-P-A-N-A-D-A. Empanada.
Correct.
All right, and Maggie, your word has a near homonym. Let me give you the word, part of speech and definition. The word is pistachio. It's a noun, and it's the edible green seed of a small tree of southern Europe and Asia Minor. Pistachio.
Can you use it in a sentence?
Patricia placed a pistachio on each parfait.
Pistachio. P-I-S-T-A-C-H-I-O.
Correct.
John, your word for this round is going to be musicale.
Is there an alternate
Musicale.
Can I get the definition?
It is a usually private concert of music, typically comprising a social entertainment.
May you please repeat the word again?
Musicale.
Repeat the word again, please.
Musicale or musicale?
M-U-S-I-C-A-L. Musicale.
Incorrect.
And Angelia, your word is going to be aristocracy.
Can I get the origin of the word?
Both parts of this word are originally Greek.
Am I saying it right? Is it aristocracy?
That sounds correct.
Okay. Aristocracy. A-R-I-S-T-O-C-R-A-C-Y.
Correct.
Sydney, come on up and get your word, which is alcohol.
Will you please repeat the word?
Alcohol.
Alcohol. A-L-C-O-H-O-L.
Correct.
And Cynthia, your word for this round is going to be harpsichord.
Can you repeat the word, please?
Harpsichord.
Can I get the definition, please?
It's a wire-stringed keyboard musical instrument resembling in shape the grand piano and producing its tones by the plucking of its strings with quills or leather points.
Can I get the origin of the word, please?
The word came from Italian, which formed it from a Latin word.
Can I get the part of speech?
It's a noun.
Harpsichord. H-A-R-P-S-I-C-H-O-R-D. Harpsichord.
Correct.
Sarah, jumping up to the microphone, your word could be confused with a similar word. Here's your word, part of speech and definition. The word is etymology. It's a noun and it's a branch of linguistics concerned with the history, often including the prehistory of a linguistic form as a word or morpheme. Etymology.
Can you use it in a sentence, please?
Students have rated Dr. Bailey's class in etymology the best course in the classics department.
Can I have the language of origin, please?
Originally Greek, this word went into Latin before becoming English.
Etymology. E-T-Y-M-O-L-O-G-Y. Etymology.
Correct.
And Haley, your word for this round will be participant.
Participant. Is that correct?
Participant.
P-A-R-T-I-C-I-P-A-N-T. Participant.
Correct.
Melody, coming up for your word. Your word will be apostrophe.
Apostrophe. A-P-O-S-T-R-O-P-H-E. Apostrophe.
Correct.
And Gabriel, your word this time will be melancholy.
Melancholy. M-E-L-A-N-C-H-O-L-Y.
Correct.
Michael, come on up and get your word. Your word is neologism.
Repeat the word.
Neologism.
Okay. Neologism. N-E-O-L-O-G-I-S-M.
Correct.
Jillian, your word for this round is enchilada.
Enchilada. E-N-C-H-I-L-A-D-A. Enchilada.
Correct.
Logan, to the microphone for your word, which is misanthropy.
Can you say that again, please?
Misanthropy.
Can I have it in a sentence?
The English satirist Jonathan Swift was sometimes accused of misanthropy.
Misanthropy. M-I-S-A-N-T-H-R-O-P-Y.
Correct.
And Emmy, up for your word, which is grauple.
Can you repeat that?
Grauple.
What?
Grauple.
Grauple?
Grauple.
All right. G-R-A-U-P-E-L.
Correct.
Olivia, your word this round is mahal.
Mahal. M-A-H-A-L. Mahal.
Correct.
And Zara, your word for this time is concerto.
May you please repeat the word?
Concerto.
Concerto. What is the language of origin?
The word came from Italian, which formed it from a Latin word.
May you please repeat the word?
Concerto.
C-O-N-C-H-E-R-T-O.
Incorrect.
All right, thank you.
And Danica, come on up and get your word. Your word is relevant.
Can you use it in a sentence?
Yes, the defense attorney maintained that the information was relevant to the charges against his client.
What's the origin?
The word is from Latin.
Relevant. R-E-L-E-V-A-N-T. Relevant.
Correct.
Luke, your word for this round is piazza.
Piazza. May you please give the definition?
It's an open square in a town.
May you please give the language of origin?
The word came from Italian, which formed it from a Latin word.
Are there any alternate pronunciations?
Piazza.
Piazza. Piazza, am I saying it correctly? Piazza?
Yes, sounds correct.
Piazza. P-I-A-Z-Z-A. Piazza.
Correct.
And Luca, your word for this round is boudoir.
Boudoir. Could I have the language of origin, please?
The word is from a French word.
Could I have the definition, please?
It's a woman's dressing room, bedroom, or private sitting room.
Could you use it in a sentence, please?
The boudoir adjacent to the master bedroom was, to Brooke, the most fascinating room on the tour.
Boudoir. B-O-U-D. Can I have the definition again?
It is a woman's dressing room, bedroom, or private sitting room.
Can I start over, please?
Yes.
Boudoir. B-O-U-D-O-I-R. Boudoir.
Correct.
All right, Eunice, your word for this round will be patel.
Can you please repeat the word?
Patel.
Patel, am I pronouncing that correctly?
It sounds correct.
Can you use it in a sentence?
The Patel sent the constables to keep order at the games.
Patel. P-A-T-E-L. Patel.
Correct.
All right, and Srivi, your word could be confused with a similar word. Let me give you the word, part of speech and definition. The word is cavalry. It's a noun, and it's the component of an army that maneuvers and fights on horseback. Cavalry.
Cavalry. May I please have the origin?
The word is from Italian.
Cavalry. C-A-V-A-L-O-Y. Cavalry.
Correct.
And Ryan, your word coming up now is mole.
Can you please repeat the word?
Mole.
Can I get the country of origin, please?
The word is from a word that went from Nahuatl to Mexican Spanish.
Can you please repeat the word?
Mole.
Mole. M-O-L-E-E.
Incorrect.
Anna, your word for this round is chimichanga.
Can you repeat the word, please?
Chimichanga.
Can I have the definition?
It's a tortilla wrapped around a filling as of meat and deep fried.
Chimichanga. C-H-I-M-M-Y-C-H-O-N-G-A. Chimichanga.
Incorrect.
Rithi, your word is going to be thesaurus.
Thesaurus. T-H-E-S-A-U-R-U-S. Thesaurus.
Correct.
And Ishrat, your word for this round is mongrel.
M-O-N-G-R-E-L.
Correct.
Okay, McKinley, come on up and get your word, which is buccaneer.
Buccaneer. B-U-C-C-A-N-E-E-R. Buccaneer.
Correct.
Anson, your word could be confused with a similar word. Let me give you the word, part of speech and definition. The word is homogeneous. It is an adjective, and it's of a similar kind or nature. Homogeneous.
Homogeneous. H-O-M-O-G-E-N-E-O-U-S. Homogeneous.
Correct.
Matthew, your word for this round is sashimi.
Can you repeat the word?
Sashimi.
Can you use it in a sentence?
Raw fish served as an appetizer and usually, let's see, that's the definition. Servers carried around trays of sashimi and other hors d'oeuvres at the reception.
Sashimi. Are there any alternate pronunciations?
Sashimi.
S-A-S-H-I-M-I. Sashimi.
Correct.
Okay, and Jayshawn, your word for this round is regime.
Could you repeat the word?
Regime.
Are there any alternate pronunciations?
Regime.
Could you use the word in a sentence?
During the communist regime in Romania, environmental problems were flagrantly ignored?
Regime. R-E-J-E-M-E. Regime.
Incorrect.
Sam, your word for this round is crescendo.
Can you say that again?
Crescendo.
Can I have a definition?
It is the peak of a gradual increase, as in physical or emotional force or intensity.
Origin of the word?
The word came from Italian, which formed it from a Latin word.
Crescendo. C-R-E-S-C-E-N-D-O.
Correct.
And Evelyn, your word for this round is metaphor.
Could you please repeat the word?
Metaphor.
Metaphor. Metaphor. M-E-T-A-P-H-O-R. Metaphor.
Correct.
All right, Madison, your word could be confused with a similar word. Let me give you the word, the part of speech, and the definition. The word is periphery. It's a noun, and it's a surrounding space, an area lying beyond the strict limits of a thing. Periphery.
Periphery. P-E-R-I-P-H-A-R-Y. Periphery.
Incorrect.
And Sania, your word for this round is saffron.
May I please get the definition?
It is a deep orange-colored substance consisting of the aromatic, pungent, dried stigmas of a widely cultivated crocus and used to color and flavor foods.
Is there an alternate pronunciation?
There are none.
Can you use it in a sentence?
Saffron is the most expensive spice at Walker's Market.
Saffron. S-A-F-F-R-O-N.
Correct.
Okay. Well, we got a great group of spellers and athletes. They play baseball, basketball, field hockey, soccer, softball, and volleyball, and compete in track and field and cross country. And they're competing well here today. We're going to take a break, and we're going to be right back. Keep watching The Spelling Bee.
Hey, this is Hannah Martin. We are back on the Bee sidelines, and this is producer extraordinaire and WHRO staffer, Angie Callahan. Angie, thanks so much for joining us for this break. Can you tell us what goes into production for the Bee?
Well, I think I have to start with how it all got started at WHRO. And when Bert Schmidt, our president and CEO, came here 12 years ago, he called a meeting with the Virginian-Pilot, and he said, we're going to do your Bee Live next year in the studio. And Angie, I want you to produce it. And I'm like, oh, okay, wow. But Bert couldn't be with us today, and we know he's out there watching. So hi, Bert. We're hanging in with the Bee. It's exciting as always. There are many, many details that go into conducting a Bee like this, producing a Bee like this. In fact, we have more people behind the scenes than we have in the chairs where the students are. But there are weeks and weeks of planning. We actually started in September. Wow. So it takes many months to get through all the schools having their bees so that we have students in the seats. And then we work very closely with the pilot every step of the way to bring this bee to you.
Well, thank you so much, Angie. It certainly does take a village, and the Bee continues right after this.
Local support for the Virginian-Pilot Spelling Bee on WHRO TV is provided by Thomas Nelson Community College.
The Virginia Chorale is the only fully professional chorus in Virginia.
It is an organization that is committed to bringing the highest level of choral singing to this community.
I want to sing a smiling valley.
In addition, we take education very seriously. We feel it is important to pass along the things that we have learned, to the next generation. And that brings us, of course, to the Young Singers Project.
We at the Chorale are so excited about this year's Young Singers Project. Scott, what is this, our 18th year?
We've really tried to make it mirror the experience of singing in a group like the Chorale.
We have mentors who are able to work with the young singers. They have 1 month to prepare this music and then to give a performance.
You have got some great people working with you this year, and at the top of that group is Dr. Bryson Mortensen.
Good afternoon, everybody.
This year I really thought it would be fun to let them experience what it's like to tell a 20-minute story.
When we're thinking about a whole concert program that's about sort of the rushed nature of our lives and how that manifests itself in Twitter and in all the other things, I think it works really well to talk about those concepts.
Bryson came across this piece, Twitter Leader.
At first, I dismissed it, but then I saw that it was Tony Silvestri who had done the lyrics, and he's a great writer, and I didn't even look at the music. I just started reading the tweets that are at the top of each page. I thought, this is something special.
Keep it open like we talked about upstairs.
The minute I saw it, I loved the concept, and more importantly, it looked to me like the kids could connect with this piece of music.
All right, we're gonna start with OMG. Call out a page number, somebody, when you got it.
50.
Serena just found out today she's doing the solo, so you ready, you guys?
I'm used to singing 15th century, half the words in Latin, the other half in Old English, and you don't know what you're singing about. But with Twitter Leader, it was all based off of social media and relating it to like the passage of time and life.
It really was so much easier to connect to the meaning behind the words.
I think it's part of the genius of it is that it's so different from anything else that's been produced. When we actually went out on stage and we performed, there's really nothing like that.
It was sometime last summer, and I discovered this piece, Twitter Leader. They commissioned a great wordsmith to write 15 tweets. But what was so amazing to me is how much information and how much meaning he could get in each one of those little tweets. I hope it gets you to think a little bit differently about the world around you, and it's going to be fantastic. It better be.
It was a great learning experience for me. I changed in the way that I looked at choral music or just the way that I sang. It's been so amazing to work with actual professional musicians, and so many people don't get to do that.
I don't think music will go away, but I think the quality of it can dissipate if we don't have programs like this.
hopefully it will open their eyes to the opportunities that music may have for them in the future.
A Bridger year. My heart just got so warm every time I walked into the room and there was 16 other kids who loved what they did just as much as I did.
Dr. Autocorrect.
If you're just tuning in, I'm Hannah Martin, and this is the Spelling Bee Sidelines, and we have a cool opportunity to talk with parents right now, and this is Pete. Pete, which speller belongs to you?
It's Maggie Bustetter's my speller.
All right, and I understand that your other daughter participated in our Young Writers competition last year, correct?
Yep,
so you've had 2 kids now involved in WHRO
we're
productions.
Big fans of WHRO. We really love the programs that they have here.
I am so glad to hear that. And what inspired your daughters to join the Spelling Bee and the Young Writers competition?
I've got some pretty competitive daughters, so they love to compete, and this is a great opportunity.
Well, we are so glad to have them. Pete, thank you so much for stepping onto the sidelines and talking with us. And we've got another parent coming in just a second. And you are TJ. TJ, which fierce competitor is yours?
My daughter, Haley Miller.
Okay, and I understand this is her second B.
Second B, yes, and she's having just as much fun this year as she did last year.
I am so glad to hear that. It takes a lot of dedication, I would imagine, to study for the Bs. How has her study changed at all between last year and this year?
She's just as aggressive with the words, but the difference is since she knows what to expect with the judges, she spent more time focusing on the competition, asking the questions. I'd even mispronounce the words a little bit sometimes, so she'd have to ask again for the common pronunciation. So get her more prepared for the live show.
And does she have any tricks up her sleeve to make studying fun?
Fun. She's competitive too, so she hates to get anything wrong. So that's pretty much is her drive.
Well, thank you so much, TJ. The Bee continues after this.
Local support for the Virginian-Pilot Spelling Bee on WHRO TV is provided by Thomas Nelson Community College.
Welcome each of you to the DAYMAC Student Rollout Assembly. DAYMAC stands for Developing Amazing Young Minds through Apple Connect Ed.
Putting the public-private partnership together enabled Apple to come in and enable the students to get access to the iPads and to the connectivity at home. The only school in Virginia to win this award. Give yourselves a round of applause.
Every child, every staff person has access to the technology, and then also extend it so that the families and the parents get the chance to learn what the children are learning, and that's very important.
Having the Apple DAYMAC program and the support of AT&T means that we're now addressing that other part of the learning platform, technology.
Apple up. Apple up. Open and learn. Open and learn.
The PBS Kids Supervision app makes you a superhero for your kid. It's the all-new app that instantly shows you what he's learning at pbskids.org. Transforming you into a super parent like never before. See what he's watching, learning, and playing on your super phone. Stop screen time anytime with a super tap. The PBS Kids Supervision app makes you a super parent. The PBS Kids Supervision app is super free. Download on the App Store now.
Other stations should come here and take lessons from those who run WHRO. It's just an utter delight. So informative, educating, with my little library here, and with WHRO on my FM stereo, with the music, with my books. This is a warm feeling, with the music adding a great deal to my feeling of security. I want to return a favor so that other people, long after I'm gone, can reap the same rewards from listening to WHRO and the same sense of enjoyment that I have long enjoyed. This is the kind of richness that the historical past is brought forward through music. It's almost a national treasure, I should think. It's just phenomenal.
Consider making a legacy gift as part of your estate planning.
Remember, everyone you see is a champion, and they're coming to the mic for some tough words. Lydia, your word for this round is going to be eulogy.
Eulogy. Can you give me the language of origin?
This word is from Greek.
Eulogy. E-U-L-O-G-Y. Eulogy.
Correct.
Okay, and Sarah, to our microphone for the word mistletoe.
May I have the language of origin?
This word is originally English.
May I have a definition, please?
It's a Eurasian hemiparasitic plant that has greenish stems, thick leathery leaves, small yellowish flowers, and waxy white glutinous berries, and that grows pendant from various, usually deciduous, trees.
Mistletoe. M-I-S-T-L-E-T-O-E. Mistletoe?
Correct.
All right, Lauren, you have a word that's a near homonym. Let me give you the word, part of speech and definition. The word is protocol. It's a noun, and it's a rigid, long-established code prescribing complete deference to superior rank and strict adherence to due order of precedence and precisely correct procedure. Protocol.
What is the language of origin?
Both parts of this word are originally Greek.
Protocol. P-R-O-T-O-C-A-L. Protocol?
Incorrect.
Maggie, your word for this round is allegro.
Can you say it again, please?
Allegro.
Can I have it in a sentence?
The shifting emotions in the music were appropriately expressed allegro and then andante.
Am I saying it correct? Allegro?
Yes. Sounds correct.
A-L-L-E-G-R-O.
Correct.
Okay, Angelia, your word is a near homonym, so let me give you the word, part of speech and definition. The word is cynical. It's an adjective, and it's exhibiting feelings ranging from distrustful doubt to contemptuous and mocking disbelief. Cynical.
Can you repeat the word, please?
Cynical.
What is the origin of the word?
This word is from a Greek word that went to Latin and then French, plus an English combining form.
Cynical. C-Y-N-I-C-A-L?
Correct.
And Sydney, your word for this round is nougat.
Can you please repeat the word?
Nougat.
May I have the definition, please?
It's a confection made by mixing nuts or sometimes fruit pieces in a sugar paste whose composition is varied to give either a chewy or a brittle consistency.
Are there any alternate pronunciations?
Nougat.
All right. Nougat. N-O-U-G-A-T.
Correct.
And Cynthia, your word for this round is perennial.
Can you repeat the word, please?
Perennial.
Can I get the definition, please?
It's continuing or lasting for several years, used specifically of a plant that dies back seasonally and produces new growth from a part that lives over from season to season.
Can I get the origin of the word, please?
The word is from Latin.
Can I get the part of speech, please?
It's an adjective.
Can I get the word again, please?
Perennial.
Perennial. P-E-R-E-N-N-I-A-L. Perennial.
Correct.
Sarah, hopping to the mic, your word is gourami.
Gourami. Can you use it in a sentence, please?
Mm-hmm. Jonathan bought a colorful gourami for his new aquarium.
Can I have the language of origin, please?
The word is from Malay.
Can I have the definition, or did you already give me the definition?
I can give you that. It's any of several small, brightly colored Asian fishes, often kept in the tropical aquarium.
Gourami, got it. G-O-U-R-A-M-I, gourami.
Correct.
And Haley, your word this time is rhetoric.
Rhetoric. R-H-E-T-O-R-I-C, rhetoric.
Correct.
Melody, up to the mic, and your word is contrapuntal.
Can you repeat the word?
Contrapuntal.
Contrapuntal. C-O-N-T-R-O-P-U-N-T-A-L.
Incorrect.
Gabriel, your word for this round will be phenomenon.
Language of origin, please.
The word is from an originally Greek word that passed into Latin.
Phenomenon. P-H-E-N-O-M-E-N-O-N.
Correct.
And Michael, your word this time is going to be Geronimo.
Geronimo, G-E-R-O-N-I-M-O.
Correct.
Jillian, coming up for your word is dyslexia.
Dyslexia, D-Y-S-L-E-X-I-A, dyslexia.
Correct.
And Logan, your word this time will be provolone.
Provolone. P-R-O-V-O-L-O-N-E.
Correct.
Okay. Emmy, your word could be confused with a similar word, so here comes the word, part of speech, and definition. The word is tachometer. It's a noun, and it's a device for indicating speed of rotation. Tachometer.
Is there any alternate pronunciations?
Tachometer.
T-A-C-H-O-M-E-T-E-R.
Correct.
Olivia, come on up and get your word. Your word is oratorio.
Oratory? Am I pronouncing that right?
Oratorio.
Oratorio. Am I pronouncing it correctly? Oratorio?
That sounds correct.
O-R-A-T-O-R-I-U-M, oratorium.
Incorrect.
Annika, your word for this round will be nemesis.
Nemesis. Can you use it in a sentence?
Yes, the Detroit Tigers were defeated by the hard-to-hit pitching of their old nemesis, the Chicago White Sox.
Nemesis. N-E-M-E-S-I-S. Nemesis.
Correct.
And for Luke, your word this time is going to be terrapin.
Terrapin. May you please give the definition?
It's any of various North American turtles living in fresh or brackish water.
May I have the language of origin, please?
The word is of an Algonquian origin.
May I have the part of speech?
It's a noun.
May you use it in a sentence, please?
Murray awoke from his lakeside nap to find a terrapin sunning on the blanket.
Terrapin. Am I saying it correctly?
It sounds correct.
Terrapin. T-E-R-R-A-P-I-N. Terrapin.
Correct.
And Luca, your word this time is going to be metamorphosis.
Metamorphosis. Am I pronouncing that correctly? Metamorphosis.
Sounds correct.
Could you use it in a sentence, please?
Complete metamorphosis is characteristic of beetles, butterflies, and moths, flies, and wasps.
Could you give me the definition, please?
It's a marked and more or less abrupt change in the form or structure of an animal during post-embryonic development, as when the larva of an insect becomes a pupa.
Could I please hear the language of origin for this word?
The word is from an originally Greek word that passed into Latin.
All right. Metamorphosis. M-E-T-A-M. Can I start over?
Yes.
M-E-T-A-M-O-R-P-H-O-S-I-S. Metamorphosis.
Correct.
And Eunice, your word for this time will be carafe.
Carafe. Am I pronouncing that correctly? Carafe?
It sounds correct.
Carafe. C-A-R-A-F-E. Carafe.
Correct.
Okay, and Srivi, your word for this round is going to be maelstrom.
Maelstrom. May I please have the definition?
It is a powerful, often destructive water current that usually moves in a circular direction with extreme rapidity, a whirlpool.
May you please give me the origin?
The word is from a Dutch word.
Maelstrom. M-A-E-L-S-T-R-O-M. Maelstrom.
Correct.
And Rithi, your word this time is going to be bureaucracy.
Bureaucracy. May I have the language of origin, please?
This word is from a French word plus a Greek-derived element.
Bureaucracy. Am I pronouncing that correctly?
Say it again.
Bureaucracy.
Yes, it sounds correct.
B-U-R-E-A-U-C-R-A-C-Y. Bureaucracy.
Correct.
Okay, and Ishrat, your word for this time will be synchronous.
S-Y-N-C-H-R-O-N-O-U-S.
Correct.
McKinley, your word this time, pasteurize.
Can you say that again?
Pasteurize.
Kind of definition.
It's to subject to partial sterilization of a substance at a temperature and for a length of time that does not greatly change chemical composition, but does destroy many pathogenic organisms and other undesirable bacteria.
Pasteurize. P-A-S-T-U-R-I-Z-E. Pasteurize.
Incorrect.
Anson, come on up for your word. Your word this time is wampum.
Wampum. May I have the definition?
It is beads made of shells polished and strung together in strands, belts, or sashes, and used by the North American Indians as money, ceremonial pledges, and ornaments.
Wampum. W-A-M-P-U-M. Wampum.
Correct.
Matthew, your word this time is going to be pentathlon.
Pentathlon. P-E-N-T-A-T-H-L-O-N. Pentathlon.
Correct.
Sam, your word for this round is isinglass.
Can you repeat the word?
Isinglass.
Can I get the definition?
It is mica, especially when in thin, transparent sheets.
Isinglass. I-S-I-N-G-L-A-S-S.
Correct.
Evelyn, come on up and get your word, which is ubiquitous.
Could you please repeat the word?
Ubiquitous.
U-B-I-Q-U-I-T-O-U-S.
Correct.
And Sanaya, your word for this round will be poinsettia.
May I please get the origin?
The word is from an American name.
May I please hear it in a sentence?
The delivery woman brought a poinsettia to Karen's door.
May I please get, oh, I already asked for the origin, didn't I? May you please repeat the word?
Poinsettia.
Poinsettia. P-O-I-N-S-E-T-T-I-A.
Correct.
Okay, we have a great group of spellers and athletes. They play baseball, basketball, field hockey, soccer, softball, and volleyball. And they compete in track and field and cross country. They're running hard today and doing a great job. We're going to be back to our Virginian-Pilot Spelling Bee here on WHRO right after this break. Stay tuned.
Local support for the Virginian-Pilot Spelling Bee on WHRO TV is provided by Thomas Nelson Community College.
And back with our 2018 Virginian-Pilot Spelling Bee here on WHRO, and our great spellers lining up for more words. Lydia, your word for this round is kinesiology.
Can I get the language of origin?
The word consists of two originally Greek parts.
Can I get the definition?
It's the study of the principles of mechanics and anatomy in relation to human movement.
Kinesiology. C-O-N-E-S-I-O-L-O-G-Y.
Incorrect.
Sarah, your word for this round will be plenary.
May I have the language of origin?
The word is from Latin.
May I have a definition?
It's fully attended or constituted, including all entitled to be present.
May you repeat the word?
Plenary.
Plenary? P-L-E-A-N-E-R-Y? Plenary?
Incorrect.
Maggie, your word for this time is going to be comedogenic.
Can you repeat the word?
Comedogenic.
Can I have the definition?
It is tending to clog pores, especially by the formation of blackheads.
Can I have the language of origin?
The word consists of a part that is formed from originally Latin elements plus a part that was formed from originally Greek and Latin elements.
Can you repeat the word again, please?
Comedogenic.
Am I saying it right? Comedogenic?
That sounds correct.
C-O-M-O-D-O-G-E-N-I-C.
Incorrect.
Angelia, your word for this time is taqueria.
Can you please repeat that?
Taqueria.
Am I saying it correctly? Taqueria?
Say it again.
Taqueria?
Taqueria.
What is the language of origin?
This word is from a word that is perhaps Germanic in origin that went through Spanish and then Mexican Spanish.
Can you please use it in a sentence?
Lori and Maggie go for tacos at a local taqueria every Friday.
Taqueria. T-A-C-H-O-R-I-A.
Incorrect.
Sydney, your word this time is rataplan.
Will you please repeat the word?
Rataplan.
May I have the definition, please?
It's the iterative sound of beating as from a drum or the hooves of a galloping horse.
Will you please repeat it again?
Rataplan.
Am I saying it correctly? Rataplan? Rataplan?
Say it again.
Rataplan?
Rataplan, yeah, sounds correct.
Rataplan. R-A-T. O-P-L-A-N.
Incorrect.
Thank you.
All right, Cynthia, your word this time is legato.
Can you repeat the words, please?
Legato.
Legato, am I saying it right?
That sounds correct.
Can you say the word again but slower?
Legato.
Can I get the origin of the word, please?
Yes, this word came from Italian, which formed it from a Latin word.
Can I get the, I'm sorry, are you done?
Definition?
Yeah.
It's in a manner that is smooth and connected between successive tones.
Can I get the part of speech, please?
It's an adverb.
Legato, am I pronouncing it correctly? Legato?
That sounds correct.
Legato. L-A-G-A-T-T-O. Legato.
Incorrect.
Thank you.
And Sarah, hopping to the mic, and your word is gallipot.
Gallipot. Am I saying that right?
Gallipot.
Okay, can I have the language of origin, please?
This word is originally English.
Can I have the definition, please?
A small, usually ceramic vessel with a small mouth, especially one used by apothecaries to hold medicines.
Can you use it in a sentence?
Prentice found an antique gallipot among the special items his grandfather had saved.
Part of speech?
It is a noun.
All right, gallipot. Alternate pronunciations?
There are none.
Gallipot. G-A-L. L-A-P-O-T.
Incorrect.
What?
Okay, Haley, your word this time is vicontial.
May I hear that again, please?
Vicontial.
Vicontial? Can I get the language of origin, please?
The first part of the word went from Latin to French to Anglo-French, and the second part went from Latin to French to English.
So vicontial. V-I-C-O-N-T-I-A-L. Vicontial.
Incorrect.
Okay, Gabriel, your word this time is pato.
Could I get the language of origin?
The word is of Niger-Congo origin.
Could I get a definition?
It's a West African lemur that resembles the slow loris in its nocturnal, arboreal, and slow-moving habits, is reddish-gray in color, and has an index finger and tail that are vestigial.
Pato. P-A-T-O. Pato.
Incorrect.
Michael, your word this time is going to be drumlin.
Say the word. Say it again.
Drumlin.
D-R-U-M-L-I-N.
Correct.
Okay, Jillian, your word for this round is fabulous.
Fabulous. What's the definition?
It's a weakness or foible.
Fabulous. Can you repeat the word?
Fabulous.
F-A-B-A-L-O-U-S.
Incorrect.
Logan, your word this time is portcullis.
Can you repeat it, please?
Portcullis.
Language of origin?
This word is from a French word that then became English.
Can you use it in a sentence?
The guard quickly lowered the portcullis after the king and his knights passed through the gate.
Portcullis. Portcullus.
Incorrect.
That was a hard one.
And Emmy, up to our microphone now for her word, which is decuman.
Can you repeat that?
Decuman.
Decuman? Am I pronouncing that correctly? Decuman?
Decuman.
Decuman. D-E-C-U-M-U-N-D?
Incorrect.
Danica, you have a near homonym. Let me give you the word, part of speech, and definition. The word is alluvium, and it is a noun, and it's a clay, silt, sand, gravel, or similar detrital material deposited by running water, especially during a recent geologic time. Alluvium.
Can you please repeat it?
Can
you please repeat the word?
Alluvium.
Can you use it in a sentence?
Yes. Precious gems such as rubies and sapphires are sometimes found in alluvium.
Are there any alternate pronunciations?
Alluvium.
Alluvium?
Alluvium or alluvium.
Alluvium? What origin is it?
The word is from Latin.
Alluvium. A-L-U-V-I-U-M. Alluvium.
Incorrect.
Okay, and Luke, coming to the microphone, you have a homonym. Let me give you the word, part of speech, and definition. The word is tweel. It's a noun, and it's one of the hinged plates before the thigh in plate armor. Tweel.
Please have the language of origin.
The word came from French, which formed it from a Latin word.
Any alternate pronunciations?
There are none.
May you repeat the word?
Tweel.
Tweel. T-U-I-A-L. Tweel.
Incorrect.
And Luca, your word for this round is going to be Fomorian.
Can you repeat the word, please?
Fomorian.
Fomorian? Is that correct? Fomorian?
It sounds correct.
Have the language of origin?
The first part of this word is from Irish Gaelic, and the second part is an English combining form.
Can I have it in a sentence, please?
Caitlin wrote a fable about a Fomorian who emerged periodically from the sea off the coast of Ireland.
Can you repeat the word, please?
Fomorian.
Fomorian. Can I have the definition, please?
It's one of a race of sea robbers in Celtic legend who were probably originally gods representing the powers of evil and darkness.
And can I have the language of origin again?
Okay. The first part of the word is from Irish Gaelic, and the second part is an English combining form.
Can you say the word again, please?
Fomorian.
Fomorian? Does that sound correct? Fomorian? Fomorian. F-O-M. Can you repeat the word, please?
Fomorian.
Can I start over, please?
Yes, of course.
F-O-M-O-R-I-A-N. Fomorian.
Correct.
Eunice, your word for this time is going to be pyroclastic.
Could you please repeat the word?
Pyroclastic.
Could you please use it in a sentence?
The volcano spewed pyroclastic rocks hundreds of feet into the air.
Are there any alternate pronunciations?
There are none.
Could you please say the word one more time?
Pyroclastic.
Pyroclastic. Pyroclastic. Pyroclastic.
Correct.
And Srivi, your word for this time is going to be apoptosis.
Apoptosis. Can you give me all of the information?
Okay, the word is from Greek. It's a noun. It's a process of cell self-destruction that is marked by the fragmentation of nuclear DNA, and that is a normal physiological process eliminating DNA-damaged superfluous or unwanted cells. Used in a sentence, if a genetic mutation stops natural apoptosis, it can result in uncontrolled cell growth and the formation of tumors.
Are there any alternate pronunciations?
Apoptosis.
May you please say the word one more time?
Apoptosis. Apoptosis.
Apoptosis. A-P-O-P-T-O-S-I-S?
Correct.
Okay, Rithi, your word this time is elutriation.
Can you tell me the language of origin, please?
Yes, the first part of the word is from Latin and the second is an English combining form.
E-L-U-T-R-I-A-T-I-O-N, elutriation.
Correct.
Ishrat, your word for this time is going to be chevalet.
C-H-O-V-A-L. Can I get the pronunciation?
Okay.
Chevalet.
Can I get the definition?
The bridge of a stringed musical instrument.
Can I start over?
Yes.
C-H-O-V-A-L-L-E?
Incorrect.
Okay, and Anson, your word for this time is going to be visant.
Could you please repeat that?
Visant.
Visant? May I have a definition?
It's a European bison called also aurochs.
Visant? Am I saying that right? Visant?
That sounds correct.
May I have the language of origin?
This word is from an originally German word.
Visant. Could you use it in a sentence?
Yes, the visant was considered extinct in the wild by the early 20th century, but with aggressive conservation methods, a number of herds have been reintroduced in the wild and are surviving.
Visant. W-I-Z-E-N-T. Visant.
Incorrect.
Matthew, your word this time will be scalariform.
Are there any alternate pronunciations?
There are none.
Can you repeat the word?
Scalariform.
Can you use it in a sentence?
Yes. Microscopic inspection revealed that the plant cells were scalariform.
Can you give me the definition?
It's having transverse bars or markings like the rungs of a ladder.
Can you say it one more time?
Scalariform.
S-C-A-L-A-R-A-F-O-R-M.
Incorrect.
All right, Sam, your word this time is viridescent.
Viridescent? Can you say it again?
Viridescent.
Can I get the definition?
Yes, it's greenish.
Say it again.
Viridescent.
Can I get the origin of the word?
Yes, this word consists of two originally Latin parts.
Say it one more time.
Viridescent.
Viridescent. Viridescent. V-E-R-I-D-E-S-C-E-N-T.
Incorrect.
Evelyn, your word for this round will be teleost.
Could you please repeat the word?
Teleost.
What is the origin?
Both parts of this word are originally Greek.
Could you use it in a sentence?
Mm-hmm. The teleost fishes include most of the important sport and commercial species, such as salmon and tuna.
What's the definition?
It's relating to or having the characteristics of a class or subclass that contains most existing jawed fishes except the sharks, skates, and rays.
Could you repeat the word?
Teleost.
Are there any alternate pronunciations?
Teleost.
Teleost. T-E-L-I-O-S-T.
Incorrect.
Sanaya, your word for this round will be amphidromous.
May I get it in a sentence?
Mm-hmm. The mountain mullet is an example of an amphidromous fish that spawns in fresh water and then migrates as larvae to the ocean.
Can I get the definition?
Mm-hmm. Migrating from fresh to salt water or from salt to fresh water at some stage of the life cycle other than the breeding period used of fish.
Can you repeat the word?
Amphidromous.
Amphibterous?
Amphidromous.
Amphidromous. A-M-P H-I Can you repeat the word, please?
Amphidromous.
Can you use it as a sentence?
Yes, the mountain mullet is an example of an amphidromous fish that spawns in fresh water and then migrates as larvae to the ocean.
Amphidrous?
Amphidromous.
Amphidromous. A-M, can I start over?
Yes.
A-M-P-H I-D-R-U-M-O-U-S?
Incorrect.
And we're going to be back with our spellers and continue our Virginian-Pilot Spelling Bee on WHRO after we take this brief break.
Local support for the Virginian-Pilot Spelling Bee on WHRO TV is provided by Thomas Nelson Community College.
It's really important in Virginia Beach that we offer multiple pathways to success for our students.
Here we get the opportunity to go over vast ranges of engineering and work on different technologies.
Baxter is a research robot. He is teaching our students how to code robots in the mechatronics field. The first one was at MIT, and we are the first K-12 system in America to have a research robot.
I want to be a mechanical engineer. For me, moving parts and all that, I just love seeing how they interact.
You know, in addition to the Advanced Technology Center, we have a lot of other opportunities for students to pursue career certifications and career endorsements. We offer nursing, cosmetology. We have one of the premier culinary arts programs in the country.
I plan to take this, further my knowledge a little bit, go into the Army as a combat medic.
Our vision is that students are prepared for anything they choose when they leave us.
And we're down to 5 in our Virginian-Pilot Spelling Bee, the excitement building here in our WHRO studio. As Michael is at the microphone now, and your word for this round, Michael, is larghetto.
Larghetto. L-A-R-G-E-T-T-O. Larghetto.
Incorrect.
Luca, to the mic. Your word this time, cascarone.
Can you repeat the word, please?
Cascarone.
Cascarone?
Cascarone.
Cascarone. Can I hear the language of origin, please?
Yes, it is a word that comes from Spanish.
Can I hear the definition, please?
An eggshell filled with confetti and thrown by revelers and dancers at balls or carnivals.
Can you repeat the word, please?
Cascarone.
Are there any alternate pronunciations?
There are not.
Can I hear the word used in a sentence, please?
Rosa painted the cascarone bright pink and waited for it to dry before filling it with confetti.
Can you repeat the word one more time, please?
Cascarone.
Cascarone. Cascarone. C. A. S. Can you repeat the word again?
Cascarone.
Can I start over, please?
Yes.
C-A-S. C. A-R-O-N-E. Cascarone.
Incorrect.
All right, Eunice, your word for this round is Nephilim.
Could you please repeat the word?
Nephilim.
Could you please use it in a sentence?
Seth surprised his Sunday school teacher when he wondered aloud if the biblical Nephilim might have been some kind of missing link.
What is the language of origin?
The word is from Hebrew.
Are there any alternate pronunciations?
Nephilim.
Nephilim, is that an acceptable pronunciation? Nephilim. Nephilim.
Nephilim. Nephilim.
Nephilim. N-E-P-H-Y-L-U-M. Nephilim.
Incorrect.
And Threevy, your word for this round is going to be Bayamo.
Bayamo. May you please give me all the information?
Certainly. This word is from a Cuban geographical name. It is a noun. It's a squall attended with lightning and thunder that occurs on the south coast of Cuba. In a sentence, the lightning that accompanied the Bayamo caused power outages throughout much of Cuba's southern coastal regions.
Are there any alternate pronunciations?
There are not.
Bayamo. B-A-Y-A-M-O. Bayamo?
Correct.
Okay, and Rithi, your word for this round is going to be Pierrot.
Piro. Am I pronouncing it correctly?
Say it.
Piero?
That sounds correct.
May I have all the information, please?
Yes, the word is from a French name. It is a noun. It's a standard comic character of old French pantomime, usually with a whitened face and loose white clothes. In a sentence, Hannah studied the painting of the Pierrot to get an idea for her costume.
Can you repeat the word, please?
Piero.
Piero. P-I-E-R-R-O. Piero.
Incorrect.
Okay, we're going to take another quick break here. If you have any questions regarding the official rules of the spelling bee, just go to WHRO.org/spelling bee and you'll find a complete official listing. Keep watching. It's getting exciting.
Provided by Thomas Nelson Community College.
What if there were a neighborhood where every child felt they belonged, and a big dog helped them stay a little longer? What if a cat with a hat taught them this and that? A monkey helped them find the wonder in every little thing, and a flightless bird showed them how to soar. Support the people and programs that never stop asking, what if?
Well, we've come to our anticipated championship word.
We've come to the anticipated championship word. A new one-word round will begin. The speller will be given an opportunity to spell the next word on the list. If the speller succeeds in correctly spelling the anticipated championship word in this one-word round, we will have our spelling bee champion. However, if the speller misspells the word in this one-word round, a new round will begin with all the spellers who spelled correctly and incorrectly in the previous round. And now, the anticipated championship word.
Your word is Ziphophilus.
Can you give me all the information?
This word consists of two parts that went from Greek to Latin. It's an adjective. It's having sword-shaped leaves. And the sentence is, the gladiolus is a Ziphophilus plant.
Are there any alternate pronunciations?
There are not.
Ziphophilus. X-I-P-H-O-P-H-I-L-O-U-S?
Incorrect.
Okay, we're going to take another quick break, and we'll be right back with our 2018 Spelling Bee. Keep on watching.
Local support for the Virginian-Pilot Spelling Bee on WHRO TV is provided by Thomas Nelson Community College.
In addition to taking home the champion trophy, our winner today receives an expenses-paid trip to the Scripps National Spelling Bee provided by the Virginian-Pilot and an engraved Apple iPad Mini provided by WHRO. Our winner also receives the Samuel Lewis Sugarman Award of a 2018 Mint Proof set and a one-year membership to Britannica Online Premium. Our first runner-up receives a trophy and a copy of Merriam-Webster's Collegiate Dictionary 11th edition. Our second runner-up receives a trophy as well. All students competing in today's Bee receive a certificate of participation, a Spelling Bee Drawstring Sport Pack provided by the Virginian-Pilot, and a 2018 Spelling Bee commemorative T-shirt provided by WHRO.
Employers are looking for students who are able to be thinkers.
Can they take a situation and formulate the ideas and say, this is the methodology that we're going to use to solve this particular challenge?
We don't have a dust bowl today.
We're working on a project-based learning unit. In language arts, we read Out of the Dust by Karen Hesse, and they're studying the Dust Bowl in their U.S. history class. We incorporate our science SOLs, and they're looking at how they can prevent another Dust Bowl from happening and how we can conserve water in the future.
It helps them to think about real-world situations and puts that ownership in their hands, which hopefully will put them in a situation to be productive citizens, globally competitive, real-world thinkers to help not only this community, but help the world in any capacity in which they seek.
The Fine Arts Magnet Program offers students K-12 multiple opportunities to engage in the arts.
The middle school arts magnet is by lottery. For the high school program, the students have to audition. We cover the social and political implications of art.
Our teachers have the task of balancing SOLs for each grade level while integrating the arts.
We took family legends, stories that have been passed down from generations, and turned them into short stories.
We're doing our swing dance for our Jubilee coming up.
The students have written and choreographed and produced the show themselves.
If we can engage them in exciting opportunities, they're going to want to number one, stay in school, and number two, they're going to be able to expand their horizons for moving on to be productive citizens in their life.
Okay, back to the final five on today's Spelling Bee, and Michael is at the microphone for your word for this round, which is aguinaldo.
Dr. Jones, excuse me, it's aguinaldo.
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 Okay.
A-G-U-I-N-A-L-D-O. Aguinaldo.
Correct.
Yeah. Okay, and Luca, your word is ectocanthian.
Can you repeat the word, please?
Ectocanthian.
Ectocanthian? Is that correct? Ectocanthian?
Ectocanthian.
Ectocanthian. Could I please hear the language of origin for the word?
Yes, both parts of this word are originally Greek.
Ectocanthian, is that correct?
That sounds correct.
Could I have the definition, please?
Yes, it's the point at which the outer ends of the upper and lower eyelids meet.
Could I have it in a sentence, please?
Plastic surgery was needed to repair an injury to the patient's face at the ectocanthian.
Could you repeat the word one more time, please?
Ectocanthian.
Ectocanthian. E-C-H-T-O. Could you repeat the word again, please?
Ectocanthian.
Can I start over, please?
Yes.
E-C-H-T-O. C-A-N. Could you repeat the word one more time, please?
Ectocanthian.
T-H. Are there any alternate pronunciations?
There are not.
I-A-N. Ectocanthian.
Incorrect.
Okay, Eunice, your word for this round is going to be steinkern.
Could you please repeat the word?
Steinkern.
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 Are there any alternate pronunciations?
Steinkern.
Could you please use it in a sentence?
Mm-hmm. For show and tell, Margot brought in a tiny steinkern she had found at the beach.
Steinkern. S-T-I-N-E-C-U-R-N. Steinkern.
Incorrect.
All right, Srivi, your word for this round is going to be gadolinium.
Gadolinium? Are there any alternate pronunciations?
There are not.
May you please pronounce it?
Gadolinium.
May you please pronounce it one more time?
Gadolinium.
One more time?
Gadolinium.
May I please have all the information?
This word is from a Finnish name that passed into Latin. It's a noun. It's a trivalent magnetic metallic element of the rare earth group. And the sentence is, gadolinium has been used as a part of a contrast medium for MRIs.
May you please say it a little slower?
Gadolinium.
Gadolinium. Gadlinium?
Incorrect.
And Rita, your word is a near homonym, so let me give you the word, part of speech, and definition. The word is Vidalia. It's a noun, and it's an Australian ladybug that has been introduced to many countries to control scale as the cottony cushion scale. Vidalia.
May I have the language of origin, please?
This word is from Latin.
Vidalia. Vidalia.
Incorrect.
Okay, once again we come to the anticipated championship word. Michael is at the microphone, and your word is loculus.
Loculus. Using a sentence?
Yes. Some royal Egyptian burial chambers contained a loculus for the burial of a servant.
Loculus. L-O-C-U-L-U-S. Loculus.
Correct.
That's it. Congratulations, and you are our champion. Very, very good. Okay, we're going to take a break with our champion. We'll be right back with the 2018 Virginian-Pilot Spelling Bee here on WHRO. Please stay tuned.
Local support for the Virginian-Pilot Spelling Bee on WHRO TV is provided by Thomas Nelson Community College.
Bracosin Seafood Festival, which is the biggest event that we have in our city. The advanced marketing program and the project that they did really show how relevant what we do with students in the classroom is these days.
We learn about how to make profit, how to set up a business, what kind of resources you need.
They have to analyze costs and determine that in order to make a profit and pay all our expenses, we have to arrive to the right price point. Everything is basically a process, and every process is a mini project within the main project.
We learned a lot about collaboration in this process. I think we had like six different t-shirt designs, and we had to decide on just 2 of them.
They took that project from ground zero all the way to the point where they had sold products that they had created, and then were looking at how they'd done with sales and what they might do differently in the future. So it was a great example of project-based learning, which a lot of our classes do as part of their programs, but especially in our CTE programming.
The PBS Kids Supervision app makes you a superhero for your kid. It's the all-new app that instantly shows you what he's learning at pbskids.org, transforming you into a super parent like never before. See what he's watching, learning, and playing on your super phone. Stop screen time anytime with a super tap. The PBS Kids Supervision app makes you a super parent. The PBS Kids Supervision app is super free. Download on the App Store now.
All right, we're going to have a spell off now for the 2nd and 3rd place winners in today's Spelling Bee. And Luca is back at our microphone, and your word for this round is Bezoar.
Bezor. Can I hear the language of origin, please?
Yes, the word is from an originally Persian word that passed into Arabic and then into Spanish and then into French.
Bezor. B-E-Z-O-A-R. Bezor.
Correct.
Okay, Eunice, your word will be lederhosen.
Could you please repeat the word?
Lederhosen.
Lederhosen. Could you please use it in a sentence?
All the men who volunteered to work at Oktoberfest were asked to wear lederhosen.
Are there any alternate pronunciations?
There are none.
What is the language of origin?
The word is from an originally German word.
Could you please repeat the word again?
Lederhosen.
Lederhosen. Is that an acceptable pronunciation?
Say it.
Lederhosen.
That sounds correct, yes.
Lederhosen. L. A. E. D. E. R. H. O. S-E-N, lederhosen?
Incorrect.
And three of you, your word is going to be babka.
Babka. Babka. B-A-B-K-A.
Correct.
And right there, your word for this round will be charlatan.
Charlotte, am I saying it correctly? Charlotte?
Charlatan.
Charlatan. May I have all the information, please?
Yes, the word is from Italian. It's a noun. And definition is a pretender to medical knowledge, a quack. In a sentence, a consumer group called the herbal potion vendor a charlatan.
Charlatan. C-H-A-R-L-O-T-E-N. Charlatan.
Incorrect.
Okay. I'd like to thank the judges and everybody. Not yet. Okay. Well, I'm going to thank them in a minute. We're not going to take a break, though. We're going to have everybody. Are we still, we're in for third place? Oh, I'm sorry. Okay.
Yeah.
I got off on just one there. All right. Let me go to Luca. We're going to pick you up on the round and the word efficacy.
Efficacy. Can I please hear the language of origin?
This word is from Latin.
Efficacy. E-F-F-I-C-A-C-Y. Efficacy.
Correct.
Okay. And Srivi, your word is going to be furlough.
Furlough. Can I have all the information?
Yes, the word is from a Dutch word. It's a noun. It's a leave of absence granted to a governmental or institutional employee as a soldier, civil servant, or missionary. And in a sentence, after basic training, the commander granted a 2-week furlough to all the soldiers in the company.
Furlough. F-U-R-L-O-U-G-H.
Correct.
Okay. Okay. All right. Come on back up, Luca. We're going to give you now the word gestalt.
Can I please hear the language of origin for this word?
This word is from an originally German word.
Can you please repeat the word?
Gestalt.
Gestalt. G-E-S-T-A-L-T. Gestalt.
Correct.
Okay, Srivi. You have a word that's a homonym. Let me give you the word, part of speech and definition. The word is pneumatic. It's an adjective and it's adapted for holding compressed air inflated with air. Pneumatic.
Pneumatic. P-N-E-U-M-A-T-I-C.
Correct.
Okay, Luca, come on back up. Just keep rotating.
All right.
Okay, Luca, your word for this round is dichotomy.
Dichotomy. Can I please hear the language of origin for this word?
The word is from Greek.
Dichotomy. D-I-C-H-O-T-O-M-Y. Dichotomy.
Correct.
And Srivi, you have a homonym. Let me give you the word, part of speech and definition. The word is stolen. It's a noun and it's a sweet yeast bread containing fruits and nuts, usually made in a long oval loaf. Stolen.
Stolen. Stolen. S-T-O-L-L-E-N.
Correct.
Okay, up with comes Luca again. You have a word that could be confused with a similar word. So again, part of speech and definition. Your word is motif. It is a noun and it's a usually recurring, conspicuous thematic element or feature as in a work of art. Motif.
Can I please hear the language of origin for this word?
The language of origin is French. It's from a French word.
Motif. M-O-T-I-F. Motif.
Correct.
Okay. And Srivi, your word is going to be jiva.
Jiva. J-I-V-A. Jiva.
Correct.
Okay, Luca? Giving him a workout today. Okay, Luca, your word is going to be kofsh.
Can you please repeat the word?
Kofsh.
Can I please hear the language of origin for this word?
The word is from a word that went from Lithuanian to Russian.
Kovsh. Are there any alternate pronunciations?
Just the one.
Can I please hear the word again?
Kovsh.
Kovsh. K-A-V-S-H. Kovsh.
Incorrect.
Okay, and Srivi, your word will be blasé.
Blasé. Blasé. B-L-A-S-E.
All right.
Correct.
Congratulations, Srivi. And okay, we'll be right back after we take a break.
Local support for the Virginian-Pilot Spelling Bee on WHRO TV is provided by Thomas Nelson Community College.
Matthews County is a bayside community of Chesapeake Bay. We had an opportunity to partner with Chick-fil-A with their Leadership Academy. They learn about building a vision, what it means to be innovative.
We open their eyes to what leadership really means. It's to take what they're uniquely interested in, their passions, and unite those things around something that they can drive towards in their community.
I grew up in Matthews County. 30 years ago, I was walking these halls. And now I've had an opportunity to travel the world and be a senior director for one of the largest companies in the world. And it certainly has opened my eyes, and I'm hoping today we have an opportunity to open the eyes of some of these kids.
At the very end, there's a community service piece with this.
They have to do the logistics, and they have to take everything that they learned in the Leadership Academy, and they have to apply that knowledge.
We are a small town. Our neighbors help one another. This is something that we want to continue to instill in our children.
It's such a joy to see a child grow and learn.
Our son Gus loves Dinosaur Train.
We were watching, and the next thing we knew, he knew the alphabet. Gus learned his entire alphabet by watching Dinosaur Train. It just brings tears to my eyes, and it's incredible. PBS Kids shows have great values that just support what we are trying to do, and it's important to us as parents.
I'd like to thank the judges, the teachers, and spelling bee coordinators, and the parents, and the Virginian-Pilot, Scripps National, and last but not least, our local spelling bee champions. And now, here are Angie Callahan and Pat Richardson.
We are here with the 2018 Spelling Bee winners of the Virginian-Pilot Spelling Bee. It's been a great afternoon. We hope you've enjoyed watching along at home. And I believe Pat has some trophies to give away.
Yes, I do. And so first up, I'd like to congratulate Luca and give you this trophy. And so tell me again, what school are you from?
I'm from Greenbrier Christian Academy.
Okay, well, you certainly made them proud today. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Okay, and then our second place, Sriva, congratulations. And now what school are you from?
Norfolk Academy.
Norfolk Academy. Well, you did a terrific job today. Thanks to both of you. Okay.
All right, and now the big trophy's coming in.
Okay, and our first place today goes to Michael. Congratulations. And so tell us, so what did you do to prepare and study for today's bee?
I read the list of words that was provided in the email that was provided. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I know you're excited. You're from Princess Anne Middle School, right, in Virginia Beach. So we know Dr. Spence is really proud that he has a spelling bee winner from Virginia Beach. We at WHRO have a special gift for you. Here's an iPad mini that's engraved for you. And I believe this woman next to me is your mom. Come on over here, Mom. So how was it being the mom sitting there watching and sweating through it all?
I'm so proud of you, buddy. You did great. Oh, good job.
There you go. Yeah, well, we're proud of you too, Michael. Hey, everybody, let's give Michael a big hand. All right, Michael, let's come back around. Well, we want to thank you for joining us for this year's Spelling Bee. We'll be doing this again next year, so be there and we'll be here. Good luck to Michael when he goes to Washington. He'll do us proud, I'm sure. See you later.